Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Yak and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, and it's got a typo here. This one's titled, This Woman Might Just Be a Gadite. Think Spiritually. Okay, once again, this woman might just be a Gadite. Think spiritually. Okay, and this comes from a, this lady I found last night. Okay, and if the music ever sounds weird, it's because I got some DJ mixing going on, right? I wanted to try to find some like Native American music that had some, had some beats over it, but it didn't. So I just put on some boom baps and some native flute, right? So we'll see how it goes. If it gets out of line, it sounds pretty decent right now, but if it gets out of line, we'll figure something out. But this comes from, let me get this fixed. I fixed it last night and it changed itself. It comes from some videos that we're gonna go ahead and play. And at first, when I first saw the videos, I thought, this lady could just be a Gadite. And then, in the comments, there was some discourse, right, against, I don't know if it was a Jake or just someone that, learned. I don't know. It was weird. And I went to their channel. It didn't make no sense. But we're going to explain all that, again. So, call all Yahweh Shmiao Shai. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. We're going to hop right into this, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and pause this music real quick. And we're going to get right into it. All right, and I'm gonna play one of the two of these videos. Okay, I'm gonna play them, and you'll be able to see them. Alright, and so from, the outside looking in, she has white skin. Alright, well, not really white. We know that's a bunch of bullshit lies. She has pink skin, red skin. Alright, not white. She's not the color of paper, just like our people are not black. Alright, they're brown. Alright, dark brown to light brown. Alright, there's no such thing as white or black people. Alright, that's a concept that's made up. Okay, so she's not white. All right, and Jerome down the street's not black. All right, she's pink and he's brown. Okay, so wanted to correct that. So look on the outside looking in, she appears to be what you would call, a white woman. All right, a white person. All right, Caucasian, if you will. But it's really not about outside looking in. The way she plays the flute is very good. All right, it's got soul in it. You can feel it. I wouldn't be surprised if this lady goes back to Gad or Jake somehow, all right, Israel somehow, all right, whether she's a Gadite, a Judite, an Issacharite, somewhere, all right, somewhere, I wouldn't be surprised if this lady's an Israelite, okay? Now, I'm not saying she's a member of the elect. I'm not saying she's in this truth, all right? There's Israelites out there that are not. Okay, they're still in the world. But what I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if this lady was an Israelite. And I'm not also saying definitively that, yes, 100% she's an Israelite. All I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised. And she has more qualities that make me think Jake than that make me think Esau, all right? Esau can't play an instrument for shit. And when they do, they don't have soul in it. It feels lifeless. Okay, and Native American music is very soulful, very soul-driven music. Okay, so you gotta think, and she plays a bunch of instruments. Okay, that's the other thing that gets me to think that she might be a Jake She plays all sorts of types of flute. She's very talented, extremely talented. Okay, extremely talented woman. Okay, so you got to put those things into perspective. If you go to her page, what's her page called? Lumiri Sound. If we go over there, let's go and get it. We can probably find it right here. Yeah.
Which triple flute do you think sounds the best?
Let's pause this again.
The moon one or the snake one?
And you gotta remember, it doesn't matter how she dress, nothing like that. Certain things can be definitive. They can be what's the word I'm looking for? They can be showing or telling, but you can't really go off of somebody's style. She plays other things like this. Alright,
Which kalimba do you think sounds the best? The baby one or the big one?
alright, what else do we got? It's one of those flutes that you hear in like those African movies almost. Or even not or like those, or those deep jungle movies, So you can see. Not a lot of people complaining on our page, but the one we got, I think it was from this one actually. Yeah, here it is. So we don't even have to get the pictures. We can just go through here because that's where the pictures are from, So we don't even need this anymore, really. So we can just go ahead and get rid of that. We'll have it up in case some of these comments got deleted. So it says right here, and I guess this is background noise for now. It says, my Native American ancestors would love to hear. They didn't even spell "hear" right. This beautiful piece of music. It says they would hate to see who's playing it. Trust me. And this comes from GTRFTQL, okay, which has a bunch of just video game shit. All right, that's it. Okay, and then he has Arabic music, so who knows? He might be Arabic. Who knows, right? Besides the point. It says it depends. Probably depends who they were. And then GT comes back and says a vast majority wouldn't approve. Do you not know shat happened or... And I guess his name used to be right? It says that's incredibly ignorant and couldn't be more incorrect. They don't have those types of judgment just because in this specific life she's white. Now this is where it gets bugged out. This is one of the bugged out comments, okay? But it also makes sense in way and... Well, we'll explain it. It says just because in this specific life she's a white woman doesn't have nothing to do with all of her past lives. I'm white in this life, but many of my most prominent lives I was Native American. You don't know what you're talking about. This lady's probably an Edomite. Okay, this lady's probably more than likely an Edomite. Okay, so let's go back. It says it is in my soul, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same for her. The beautiful sounds based on oneness and the journey within us. They don't have those types of judgments, and Native Americans do, in fact, all right, and should, all right, and should not like Edomites, okay, but that doesn't mean she's an Edomite. She very well might be a Gadite, this lady, she's probably an Edomite. I'm white as fuck in this life, but most of my prominent lives I was Native American. Well, let's go and get this. This is right here, Ecclesiastes 1:11. It says, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. All All right, so you wouldn't know if you were a Native American or what, okay? And you don't. And let me get this straight. You might have been. And this is going to be confusing for those that aren't in this truth. All right, there are past lives. That is true, yes. Okay, but you always come back through your seed line, through your bloodline. Okay, which means if you were an Israelite, you were an Israelite. You're never going to come back as an Edomite. Now, color-wise, you can change. All right, you might have been white-looking. All right, and then you came back as, brown looking if, your family got down, okay? Or you might have been brown in the past, all right, in a past life, but now you're white looking because, your dad got with a white woman, all right, and then he had a son and he got with a white woman, and then he had a son and he got with a white woman. Now you look like white as hell, man. Okay, it's just like putting coffee, creamer on coffee, man. You add a little bit, add a little bit, add a little bit. You're still drinking coffee. It's still coffee, right? Yeah, but now it looks like there's no coffee in it. Now it just looks like milk. But if you taste it, it's not gonna taste like milk. It's gonna taste like coffee. Okay? So what she's saying makes sense and doesn't make sense at the same time. Okay? One, you don't have any remembrance of your former life. I was a Vietnam soldier. I used to think that way back in the day. Back in the day before I was in this truth. I was a Vietnam soldier. That's why I like those Vietnam. No, they're just cool. That's it. It wasn't Vietnam soldier. Couldn't have been. Okay? I'm white as fuck in this life, but many of my most prominent lives I was Native American. And that's just Esau wanting to be Jake, hoping that in a past life they could be. That doesn't how it works. Alright, you weren't an Edomite, and in this life you're an Israelite, and in the next life you're an Elamite, and then you're an Ishmaelite. That's not how it works, alright? You come back as who you are. Alright, you were an Israelite before, you were an Israelite before, and you were an Israelite before. You're not gonna somehow make it as an Edomite. That's not how it works. Okay? Now, you might have looked like a Native American in the past, and now you don't look like a Native American. Now you look white. It can work like that, but you were still, you would still be a Native American, all right, quote unquote, a Gadite, right? Regardless of if you were, how you look. Okay, you can be white looking and be a Gadite. You can be brown looking and be a Gadite. You can be Asian looking and be a Gadite. You can be Middle Eastern looking and be a Gadite. Okay, it's not about how you look. All right, just like this woman looks to be like a so-called white woman. But like I said, I think she's probably a Gadite. Okay? So go down, it says, and I'm a Martian. Fuck out of here. Speak for thousands of tribes, too. So this guy GT speaks for thousands of tribes. And then this person said Americans attacked the Native Americans. No. Edomites attacked the Native Americans. All right? Edomites attacked the Native Americans. It says, haha, damn, I can do it. I am Onduin indigenous. We used to have instruments that sound alike. This person says, I'd rather hear you play it for I won't spoil your water. And let's put on some music more. That's interesting. I'll let it cook. Anyway, it's weird, but it says, I mean, wouldn't they be pleased if people were enjoying and playing music of their culture? This person says, not the very ones who burned it. Alright, which is, Gadites are pretty laid back and chill. Isn't that a blanket term? It says, it's prophecy, you guys will be gone forever. Okay? It's prophecy, you guys will be gone forever. How do you know that this person is like, and it talks about the destruction of Edom, right? So this guy GT, I don't know if he's a Israelite or what, but he has no works on his page, okay, at all. Not a single video. He's got Arabic songs, all right, and fucking Chief Keef music, So I don't know what this guy's even talking about, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Okay, apparently somehow he knows a little bit about the truth, but he's got it all out of context. It's prophecy, you guys will be gone forever. That is true. Esau will be done away with. It says, this guy says, why are you acting like she personally played a role in harming indigenous peoples throughout history? Why are you assuming her ancestors were part of it? Not every white person in the world is American, and most white Americans have only been in this country for a few generations. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about either, because you got to realize America's only been around for a few generations. White Americans have only been in this country for a few generations. No. You mean like since America was formed? This person said years after the majority of the Native American population was wiped out. No, that's not how it works. All right, Christopher Columbus and the Edomites came here and wiped it out. There's a lot of confusion going on in this comment board. People don't understand anything. She could even be indigenous herself for all we know. Stop making assumptions. And I agree with that tail end. She could be. She very well could be. Okay? You got to realize, you know, you think no Native American ever got down with a white woman? You know? You never think that ever happened? Come on now. It says, so this, and he doesn't know what he's talking about, all right? And if you are an Edomite, you did have a part in harming somehow throughout history an Israelite. Okay, this person said the destruction of Edom, and he's got 2 Chronicles 10 and 1 through 4 here. We'll go ahead and read it. It says, we're actually going to go and pull it up because I don't know if he decided to add anything to it. We're going to get it how it is. So he's going through 4. 2 Chronicles 20 and 1 through 4. This guy didn't even link the correct scripture. This is in Obadiah. This is This is what I don't know why he had 2 Chronicles up. So he's going down through 7, 8. Oops. God damn it. Where's he going to? He's going all the way to 14. I'm not crazy religious, but that sounds very familiar. So going to verse 14. Let's see. Let's go back. Obadiah 1 and 1 through 14. So let's see what this is talking about, right? Let me grab a drink and let's go. Bear with me. All right, so it says, the vision of Obadiah 1 and 1 through 14. We'll see where we stop. The vision of Obadiah, this is kind of falling out of line. We'll just stay with the rap. Anyway, it was okay for a minute, now it kind of got all off center. So, verse 1, the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. Okay, so Yahweh being the true name of the Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Edom being the true biblical name of the people that are called white now, all right, the Edomites, the Caucasians, if you will. And they're called Caucasians because they were dwelling in the Caucasus Mountains. Who were? The Edomites, the Idumeans. They dwelled in the cliffs of the rock. Continuing, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Bear with me 1 minute. Hey Google, turn on my light. Hey Google. Okay, there we go. Alright, so it says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Okay, so, alright, talking about Esau, how they're low among the heathen. Alright, they are the lowest of the low. Verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. It proves it right there. Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? They're proud people. It says, Salakia. Ooh. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and it's symbolic. It's a symbology that they use. There, it's always the eagle. All right, the presidential seal. All right, the Roman denarius. All right, so on and so forth. It says, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. If thieves came through, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things, Slakia, of Esau? Let me start over, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? And we could continue on down. We'll continue. Verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men of Teman shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off. forever. All right, we can leave off with verse 9 or verse 10. Okay. So yes, what he's talking about, yes, is the destruction, you know, like it says, thus saith the Lord, the vision of Obadiah, verse 1, Obadiah 1 and 1, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. Okay, so yes, it is referring to Esau, Edom, all right, and it's referring to their destruction and their judgment. Yes, that is very true. Okay, I'm not crazy religious, but that sounds very familiar. So yeah, he's getting it, all right, I get that. But you didn't give them you really didn't give them enough context. From this, they won't be, you know, you can, well, if you're in this truth, you'll understand that. And I don't understand what this guy's, you know, I don't understand what this guy is. He doesn't, you know, he just plays Gran Turismo and other video games. Okay, it doesn't seem like, you know, he has a bunch of playlists. I don't see any that have any, truth in it that I know of. Okay, I'm just not sure about this. It's interesting. How long's he even been on here? Since 2012. I wonder if he's a Jake. Let me see if I can hear his voice. Let me see. Let's see if he has audio in his voice. His voice in it. Let's see. He's not speaking. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, a picture of a caveman. I don't even. Let's see. Let's see if he has like a Twitch. Doesn't seem so. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like so. Not playing the same games. I don't know. You guys weird. But, so he had, let's continue on, see what else is said. It says, we were born out of here pure chance. We all respect your, and this guy, we're not gonna, they're all bullshitting. So here, this person's an Edomite. Check this out. Check this out. Shows you. Hey, to sit there and say they would hate it isn't a fair statement to make, coming from someone who has Native American roots. This isn't accurate. My grandfather, who is French, an Edomite, married a Shawnee native, and her blood runs through me. Nope, you're an Edomite. It's not about the mother. It's not about the mother. Alright? So, it's not about that. What else do we got? White savior complex, you know, and you just, you know, not everyone's a racist, you know, so, you know, and so, you know, it shows you that the truth's at least getting out there. He doesn't, I don't know what this guy's talking about, but even if this guy's an Israelite, which he probably is, alright, this guy's probably an Israelite, I assume, at least, because he's talking down against the white man, which is true, so he's probably an Israelite, which, you know, doesn't really mean anything if you're taking everything out of context. You know, he doesn't realize that this woman, it's not about looks, man. Alright, GT, RF2QL, yo mama is a llama, alright, whatever your tagline is, okay? It's not about her looks, man. She could still be a Gadite, okay? She might not look like a Gadite. Look at me, man. Go on my page and look at me. I look like an Edomite, don't I? Don't I look like an Edomite? Am I an Edomite? No, because why would an Edomite prophesy and bring out the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? It wouldn't make any sense, because it doesn't make any sense, and it wouldn't happen, okay? Only Israelites are bringing out the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, you're not going to sit here and Edomite, all right, and bring out the gospel talking about and prophesying about Esau's downfall. Doesn't matter about how the fuck you look, man. It doesn't matter how you look. Doesn't matter how you talk. Doesn't matter how you walk. All right, there's certain factors that you can be like, okay, this person might be a Jake. All right, you know, by that sauce, that salt. All right, because Israel's the salt of the earth, right? So, you know, you can get that salt of the earth. Matthew 5:13, you are the salt of the earth, but if thou salt has lost his savior, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men. Okay? So, yes, we are the salt. All right? We have the flavor. All right? But some people are so gone they've lost their flavor. This lady still got flavor, man. Listen to her play the music. You know? So you can't just go off of color, man. You can't just go off of color. And like we went on her page, she plays a variety of different instruments. Let me see, she got different instruments. And that, so she's only been doing that for 2 weeks. So, whoa, she can play harmonica very well. She hasn't been doing it very long. Week 2 of harmonica practice. So for 2 weeks, I'd say that's pretty good, man. I used to have a harmonica and I never even got that good. What else do we got here? What's this? What was that Shiva shit? I don't know about that. What is this? She's doing that Hindu stuff, but still. Hey, she could even be a what do you call him? An Elamite. Who knows? She's not limited to just being an Israelite or just being an Edomite. She could be a, who knows? Relationship between nature and the sacred. All right, so who knows? Who knows? But you can't just limit it to she's an Edomite and that's it. You don't know. I haven't talked to her. I've never had a conversation with her. All right, has she ever gone through the scriptures with her? And you have to try them by the Spirit, man. Can't just go off of looks. This is so we're gonna get right into the lesson. All right, this is 1 Samuel 16:7. It says, "But the Lord said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him." I don't care what he looks like. I don't care about his countenance or height. No, stop looking at what he looks like. Okay, I've refused him. All right, that's what it says. Because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. So let's go and get this in the Good News Translation, because I'm awfully curious. I got one of them in the Good News Translation, but I didn't get this one. So let's go see what it has to say. Let's grab a drink. 1 Samuel 16:7, Good News Translation. "But the Lord said to him, Pay no attention to how tall and handsome he is. I have rejected him because I do not judge as people judge. They look at outward appearance, but I look at the heart." Excellent. Let's see what the NLT has to say. It says, "But the Lord said to Samuel, Don't judge by his appearance or height, for I have rejected him. The Lord doesn't see things the way you see them. People judge by outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." Excellent. All right. So the Lord's not looking at, oh, she's white and she's got straight hair, or oh, she's brown and she's got brown skin and she's got curly hair. No, that woman over there that looks like fucking Candace Owens. All right, which I think Candace Owens is a fucking Edomite, man. Okay, I think that's an Edomite. Okay, but she's got to be an Israelite. Look, she's black. She's black. I think that's an Edomite. I'm pretty sure Candace Owens is an Edomite. Okay, and I'm not just saying because she's Republican. All right, I'm just saying because I don't know, she has terror energy, man. I don't think she's an Israelite. I think she's an Edomite. All right, I think she's an Edomite. I would assume that she is. All right, I would assume that she is. All right, but I'm not going off of skin color. I'm going by the way she acts. She's weird, man. She ain't right. Okay. And somehow she found herself on the sovereign list. All right, on that list. All right, of those that CBDC whatever, there was a name for it. All right, the social credit score stuff. All right, she somehow found herself her way as sovereign. All right, so just think about that. All right, I think that was one of the ones. I think Candace Owens was also on the Epstein list. I spelt that wrong. Epstein. I can't remember. She was probably on it. You know, if we go to the Epstein list. Let's see. Let's see. There's so many different ones. There's one that's just a big long list of names. Who knows? They're supposed to be revealing one, but a new one, but who knows about that? But anyway, I think she was on one of those. She was on one of those lists, man. So she's probably she rubs me as an Edomite. Okay, but she looks brown. That means something, right? No, it doesn't. 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, nor on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. Doesn't matter how he looks, right? Or he or she. Doesn't matter how these people look. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. The Lord's not looking, oh, he's got straight hair, or he's got curly hair. No, the Lord's looking. He knows. Okay? And that's, it's the same way with like, here's another one about appearance. This is talking about false prophets, but, they have that saying in the world, it's looks can be deceiving, right? Looks can be deceiving. Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Okay, and this goes for false prophets too. You see someone there, they might be wearing a garment, they might be looking, religious. All right, they might look at IUIC. Look at how, and I don't even think they look that religious, but ISUPK, they kind of look like they look like some gang members really over there, but they have the appearance that, oh yeah, look, they must be doing the right thing. No, they're wolves in sheep's clothing. That's why you can't look at how they look. Okay, you could have somebody come up with garments, all right, wearing a band that has Yahweh on it, or Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh Bashmiao Shai on it, and in Paleo Hebrew, and that person could be a demon. Okay, that person could be a demon. All right. So you got to watch out. Those guys over at that doing those Yahushai Day fests, all right, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, all right, they wear stuff with the Father's name on it, and they say Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, so you gotta be very, very careful on appearance, man. All right, you can't just go and be like, yeah, it's this person because they're white, or because they're brown, or because they're yellow, or because they're whatever color, or because they're wearing this or they're wearing that. They're wearing stones. They're wearing a headband that has Paleo Hebrew on it. You can't just go off of that, man. You have to try them. All right, this is 1 John 4:1. All right, and that actually blended right in perfectly with it, because that's where I was going next. 1 John 4:1, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out in the world. And again, this is talking about false prophets, but again, it can be utilized in other ways as well. Okay, you got to try people's spirit. It's not about how they look. All right, going back up to 1 Samuel, the Lord doesn't look on an outward appearance. He judged on the heart. Okay, and you got these false prophets that'll come to you, and they look like prophets, so you get hung up. Okay, so these two scriptures about false prophets, but they can be applied here, and with looking at people not going off of the way they look, all right, or because they talk smoothly, or because they seem that they have the appearance of a godly man. Appearance doesn't mean anything, man. Appearance does not mean anything. Okay. So, and it doesn't mean you should be looking bummy, all right? And it doesn't say abstain from all appearances of evil. Yes, it does. That's something completely different. Wanted to put that out there before a bug out pops through one of the cracks in the wall, like fucking Tom and Jerry. All right, Jerry popping through the wall. So 1 John 4:1 says, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. So this again is talking about false prophets, but it's also telling you that you should try the spirits whether they're of the Most High, not just with false prophets, but people in general. All right, that's why when people come up to the camps, when you see the brothers at the camps, all right, what do if someone looks white? Do they just write them off, say, get out of here, you fucking Edomite, you stupid whitey, you cracker, get out of here, we're not talking to you? All right, no, they don't. At least not the brothers at GMS, because the brothers at GMS have a head on their shoulders. All right, they're smart because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is dealing with them. That's why if you were wise, you'd stick with GMS and you wouldn't go with any of these other bugged out ass camps. okay? Because, you know, you see these camps and they'll white off someone who's white, all right? They'll white them off. They'll write someone off because he's white, all right, or because she's white. All right, meanwhile, you got Adube Radombo, all right, over there that's fucking coming over. Hello, brothers, what are you doing today? How are you doing? I do not like this. What are you doing? I do not like it. And then you'd be like, oh, hey, brother, you one of our brothers, brother. What's going on, brother Adube Radombe? You know? And you'd be quick to think that that's your brother. That ain't your goddamn brother, Jake. All right, this shit got all loud all of a sudden. I don't want to listen to no goddamn salsa music. All right? But you'd be so quick to Harumba Dambarambe, all right? Lumba Roomba Doombi, all right? That's my brother. I am not your brother. You black piece of shit. No, nah, you are brother. You are brother. Look, don't we look just alike? I mean, the nose is kind of different. The neck is kind of different. And in our eyes, you know, theirs is kind of yellow and stuff. And their ears are bent different. And their skull, yeah. But we're the same people. We're the same people, dumbass. You dumbasses, man. A lot of you people are dumbasses. All right, bear with me. My rug's all messed up. But you know, a lot of you people are dumb as shit. All right, because you're going off of appearance. All right, hell, if you're going off appearance, you would know that no Hamite it must not be related to you because they look completely different. Okay, but you'd be quick to pass off a Doombaramba all right, that other than, you know, a Chrissy or an Amber or a Brittany or a Bethany. All right, you'd be quick. Or you'd be quick. No, Becky can't be with us, but a Roomba Doomba Doomby. All right, right over here, this is our brother. No, he ain't. That's a Hamite, man. That's a goddamn Hamite. And that's why he's over there. Yo, what are you talking about? This is not right. This is incorrect. God's name is Jesus Christ. And you'd be like, no, so you wrong, brother. You gotta come back to the truth. They can't come back. They were never apart. Meanwhile, you turned away Bethany, and she's a Jake. Because of color, because of the way they looked. All right, the way they talk, because she talked like this, and she didn't talk like this here. You know, dumb, man. Y'all are dumb. Dumb. All right, dumber than a second coat of paint. All right. So, and you know, because of color, you go off of it because they look like us, they walk like us, they talk like us. No, that's not the case. Meanwhile, you know, you had a Bethany or a Tucker walk down the street that was actually a Jake, and here you are, you brought along a Roomba Doomba Doomby, all right, with a sim-ass fucking name. Sounding like a goddamn sim. My name is a Roomba Doomba Lumburu. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, you ain't one of us. All right, but you might get some that are. There's this dude that at my job that comes in. I think he might be a Jake, man, because he has one of those Hamite names, look like a Hamite. You got to realize West Africans, most of them are Jake. But so you can't go off of color with that. All right. So a Roomba Doomba Doomby has just as much chance as Beth. All right, before you Bethany or Amber or Chrissy. All right, before you try the spear, they have just as much chance. All right, because you're just looking at them, you're going off their clothes and the way they look. They both have just as much chance of being or not being a Jake. You'd have to talk to them. You would have to talk to them. You can't just go off the way they look. Okay? This is 2 Timothy 2:19. 2 Timothy 2:19. Nevertheless, the foundation of Yahweh standeth sure. Having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his. The Lord knoweth them that are his, right? It says, and let everyone that nameth the name of Hamashiach depart from iniquity. So the Lord knows who is his. Doesn't matter if they're Bethany or Beth or Taylor or Arumba Doomba Doombi or Weng Heng Shong. All right, it doesn't matter how your name is. Doesn't matter if you got slant-eyed, big-eyed, bug-eyed. Don't matter how you look. Don't matter if you got white, the whites of your eyes are actually just yellow. Don't matter if you got brown skin, white skin, green skin, purple skin. Not that there's green and purple skin people. All right, but it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you're 6 feet tall. It doesn't matter if you're 2 feet small. It don't matter if you're 250 pounds. It don't matter if you're 110 pounds. All right, the Lord knows if you're an Israelite or not. He knows if you're one of his or not. Not about the way you talk, not about the way you move, the way you walk, the way you... No, it's not about that, okay? It's about your heart, your soul, all right? That's it. Are you one of his? Do you come from the bloodline of Israel? All right, you do come from the bloodline of Israel. Cool, great. Now, are you an elect member or not? There's two stipulations. One, you're an Israelite. Cool, great. That means you have something good coming for you regardless. Two, You have a chance to be an Israelite. Are you, not an Israelite? A member of the elect. Are you a member of the elect? Because that was predestinated. That was chosen before the foundations of the world, earth. Right? Are you that? So it's not. It's But these people don't. They don't care. They don't listen to the. They don't listen. They just want to go off of color. It's all about color with them. It's color. It's all about color. It's color with them. It's color. It's not about color. Colors. Fucking that Ice-T song. It's not about colors, man. Okay? It's about your spirit. Okay? There's some white looking dudes out there, and hell, I think it's the might be the Phoenix camp. The Phoenix camp. I think there's a white looking dude. I think there's a white looking dude at the Dallas camp. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. Let me go see. Doesn't look as such. Does not look as such. Slovakia, so that was incorrect. It's like a GMS Phoenix. I think I used to be subscribed to him. GMS Phoenix. Nope. Well, at least you gave me that. Cool. Huh. Oh, my bad. I don't want to skip there. Praise. My bad. Slovakia. I hate doing that. I like to at least let the brothers get the praise out. I don't like skipping through the name. It makes me feel bad. I guess not in this video. I don't know if this one. I don't know. They're making it harder and harder to find videos. So Slovakia, but there are camps with white looking brothers in them. Okay, there are plenty. Okay, but I just can't find them right now. All right, and for the vast majority, yes, a lot of Jake is brown. All right, but that's not 100%. Okay, just like for the most part, Edomites are white looking, pink looking, right? But there's some that are actually brown. All right, because they had a mom, all right, named Jemima, all right, which is actually a Hebrew name. All right, and they had a mom named Jemima, all right, and they had working on the plantation, and dirty old sleazy E decided to R to the A, P to the E, Jemima, all right, that woman, all right, even though she had a husband, all right, and now they had a baby, and that baby came out looking brown because Jemima was brown, but that slave master was white as shit, okay, and now you have this little terror baby that grew up on a plantation, probably picked a little bit of cotton, all right, but for some reason Esau just had well, he's kind of a cute little baby for a little ink spot, ain't he? Kind of cute for a little baboon, ain't he? Huh? You know, look at that. Look, he's a little ink dipped me. You don't understand why you had an affinity for that baby, because that's your goddamn seed line, eh? All right, and that's an Edomite, just like you, just like your daddy, all right, just like his daddy. Meanwhile, he looks brown, and his name's Jamal, you know, and he might have even grown up. Yeah, I don't like these white people, man. And then he got a little bit, not all of them too bad, not all of them too bad. You know, you kind of look like me. You my daddy, and you wouldn't even get it. You wouldn't even get it. You know how many slaves, all right, were graped, for lack of a better word, were graped by Edomites. All right, the slave master, the plantation owner, a lot. Down in the South, there's a lot of fucking terrors in the South, man. There's a lot of terror because those women were getting graped. Okay, they were getting graped by the slave masters. Okay. It's true, all right, and they were having babies, and these babies look brown, and they grew up and they had babies, and they had babies, and they had babies, and their dad, yeah, my great-grandfather, he was a black man, he was actually on the plantations. Yeah. Who was his mom, though? Oh, yeah, his mom was, she was there, his daddy was actually the slave master, but no, see, stop, because that's an Edomite. That's an Edomite. That is an Edomite, but you don't think about it. You don't think about it. This is 2 Timothy 2:19 in the Good News Translation. It says, but the solid foundation that Yahweh has laid cannot be shaken, and on it are written these words. The Lord knows those who are his, and those who say that they belong to the Lord must turn away from wrongdoing. Right? So continuing on, let's get Romans 8:6. Okay? Romans 8:6 says, For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And that has a lot of different meanings for it. Okay, really, or not meanings, but ways it can be used. All right, the meaning is one simple meaning: to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Which means, if you're thinking worldly, all right, that's going to lead you to death. But being spiritually minded will lead you to light and peace. All right, and if you're spiritually minded, you're going to look at things spiritually. You're not going to just look at color and say, "Oh, yep, that's an Edomite." All right, because we have scriptures like 1 Samuel 16:7, and we have scriptures like Jeremiah 12:9, which we're going to grab right now. Jeremiah 12:9, and what does it say? It says, "Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye and assemble all the beasts of the fields. Come to devour." So speckled birds are how many colors? How many colors? Speckled. All right, they're speckled, which means what? Covered or marked with a large number of small spots or patches of color. Many different colors. All right, so if you we don't even have to go and get the bird. We can look at that's technically still a bird. Look, what colors do we got? Brown, light brown, black, white. Okay, many different colors. All right, many different colors. All right, here's a speckled bird right here. Look, same thing. Yellow, dark brown, light brown, black, white, yellowish, lightish yellow. All right, amber kind of colored. So many different colors. That's what colored speckled animals are. That's a cute ass bird. All right. So, those baby chickens are actually pretty cute if you look at them. That's besides the point though. All right. So, it's that. So that's the. Look, that one's even got a little bit almost like a bluish color to it. Not that there's blue people, all right, other than the Blue Man Group, but that's just some paint. So. It's not about color, man. It's not about color, all right? And we also have John 7:24, and that's where we're going to close out, man. Because, that should cover it, all right? This is John 7:24. It reads, "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." Okay? Judge righteous judgment. It's got to be righteous, all right? You can't say someone's an Edomite just because of the way they look. You could turn away an Israelite that way. All right, just like you can't say every person that's brown is a Jake. All right, because you can be, hanging around an Edomite that way. Okay, John 7:24 once again. "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." This woman might just be a Gadite. Think spiritually. All right, and she could be another nation. I'm not saying that. I'm not giving her a Jake pass. I'm saying she could be. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to her. I haven't waded through the spirit, through her because I haven't talked to her. I haven't met her. All right, I haven't talked one-on-one with her. All right, but judging by the way, if you looking at spiritually in the fact that we are the salt of the earth and we're naturally talented, us as Israelites, she has talent. You gotta think she might just be a Gadite. All right, so with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Dash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until the next one, Lord willing, Shalom.